Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Quake on the Nightmare difficulty with the Copper mod, played through Quakespasm-Spiked. Today, we are going into Shub-Niggurath's pit. Let's do this. So alright, so we begin with Rotfish, the most dangerous enemy of the entire game because they count as 2 enemies in vanilla. We'll grab the Thunderbolt and surface up and go back down for another swim. We're gonna kill this Rotfish and then surface up from here, because this area opens and so does this one. And here's a Scrag, another dangerous foe that we killed just about instantly. But let's grab everything before going into the portal, and look, it's a spiky ball thing. We'll use the spiky ball thing in a bit, but for now, we're going to break out the Thunderbolt and zap the Shambler. And do much of the same for this one too. Now let's break out the rocket launcher for the Vor. And you might want to hide a bit. And try not to use the rockets on the Shamblers. Well, you can, but, you know, they are resistant to them. Either way, when you're done with that, you can kill more Vors. We're just going to hide right here so the projectile blows up. And jump through here so you don't get spiked, because that's really painful. We'll break out the Thunderbolt again for this big boy. We'll grab the health, since there's plenty to go around. And we'll go over here with the Thunderbolt in hand. Zap this fella real quick. And let's get out of here and go into the secret area to get this secret quad damage. And now we are going to damage these enemies that like to spawn in endlessly. Well, it's not endlessly, it's actually quite finite, because there are only like 4 enemies left, and one of them is the big girl herself. Problem is, these enemies like to spawn in strange, so it takes a while, so... They like to wait for the quad damage to wear off before they spawn in, huh? Little devils. Such rascals. Such rapscallions, but... that's fine. There's one more enemy that we can kill, the Shambler. And that should be it. Now, look at that spiky thing that passes through Shub-Niggurath. What you want to do is wait for it to actually go through her. And while it's going through her, you'll see in a bit. You probably know this by now, but when it goes through her, that's when you want to go through the portal. And you telefrag her. Congratulations and well done. You have beaten the hideous Shub-Niggurath and her hundreds of ugly changelings and monsters. You have proven that your skill and cunning are greater than all the powers of Quake. You are the master now. id Software is currently out of the office, but if you leave a message, they will be happy to salute you in a couple of months. Yeah, it's a little different from the original, huh? Just a little bit, but, you know, we have done it. We have beaten Quake. We have destroyed Shub-Niggurath, and I had fun with it. Now, this final level is a little anticlimactic because this version of Quake was... well, this iteration of Quake was only started development, like actual development, like this version as it was in like 95, so it took them like little under a year or so to make this. Like, sure, they were working on Quake for years now, but this version as it was, this iteration, the one they finally released, they kind of rushed it. Just a little bit, but you know, it doesn't show too much aside from like the boss battles of this one is one of them. Of course, there were supposed to be more, but you know, they didn't have that much time. But whatever, you know, just only took 4 years of development, I guess. But enough rambling. We did it. We beat Quake, and I had fun playing it with the Copper mod. I think it really added some interesting replay value because I was permanently at 50 health aside from the 100 health pickups that you could grab every now and then. It really added a little extra edge, and the tweaks to the enemies were fine too. I'm probably going to link a little like interview with the developers where they talk about it in the description, and you can probably listen to what they have to say about the Copper mod, and just to get into their thought process and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Quake. I might do some more Quake related content in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But until then, toodaloo.